Watch it, fam.
I know, again, this is really cliche to say, but really just focus on yourself. And let's not allow, our age to define where we're meant to be. I think that's a huge cause for why some people might be in a quarter life crisis. You don't have to be married at your 26, 27, okay? Or you'll be okay. You'll be all right. Just don't watch what other people are doing, and don't. And again, it's really hard. I'm saying it, but it's really hard to do. But if you feel as if you're being put under pressure by your relatives, as long as you have a plan and you're able to follow it, that's all that really matters. Plan, to be honest,
the plan is what matters, really.
Yeah, the plan. If you're out here saying that I'm not getting anything done and there's no plan, well, then you only have yourself to blame. To be honest. But at least have a plan together and just stick to it and follow it. And hopefully you'll get there. Yeah. If you don't, again, don't worry about it. Just sit back down and put another plan together. Yeah.
And set attainable goals,
targets.
Targets, break down what it is you want to achieve.
Yeah.
And make daily incremental steps towards that. Like, you'll never make the end goal if you're not actually taking steps to get there. It's just like anything. Like, if you want to go around the corner to get some chips, unless you start walking there, you'll never be able to buy those chips. So you'll never meet the objective which you desperately want. So you just got to break things down into bite-sized things, into bite-sized steps, and go from there, man.
We shall get there.
I'm gonna give the two. So first, to the believers listening, obviously, seek ye first the kingdom. Like, that really, really, really works. Like, it really does. The thing is, just obviously I said have faith in yourself and your ability and stuff, but also have faith in God. Like, He does care about what you want. He cares about your needs, and just put Him first. And then when you work hard with what you're doing, he backs you up with what you're doing, and gives you the grace to do whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do at that point. And also just making sure that you're always thankful, grateful, and that's great. If you're non-believers, fall forward. Something that Denzel Washington always taught on. Falling forward. People tend to be like, okay, I need something to fall back on, but you shouldn't be thinking about falling backwards or falling back that, I'm going to fail, so I'm going to do this. You should think about, okay, like, I'm going to fall, so if I fail, there's going to be progress. Even if I fail, there's going to be progress. Find yourself in a place where you're like, okay, I'm not going to look back. I'm not going to look on, okay, what if I get that mindset literally out of your brain and be like, I'm just going to go for what I need to go for. I'm going to go for what I want to do. And if I fail, it's going to be a learning process. Don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared to fail, because we all fail. We failed when we were kids. Doesn't mean that we gave up walking as soon as we fell down. You know what I mean? When you were a baby, you had that mentality of, I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to keep walking. But the older you get, you tend to lose faith, let's say, in what you do. So as a child, you stand up, you try and walk, you fall. You may cry, but do you know what you do? You stand up again. If it's not right then and there, you do it the next day. Like, it's so, the getting up is so instant when you're a child, when you fall. But when you're older, we fall and we take months to get back up. And that is the issue. So you need to overcome that stage of, like, basically feeling bad about your failure. Get up, start again. And this is, non-believers, but Christ told us to be childlike, because these are the qualities of children that we don't seem to get. The reason why, when you're a child, you learn faster. When you're a child, you do this. Or when you're a child, you don't have cares. The child, there's so much that we can learn. Fears. There's so much that we can learn from children that will benefit us as adults. And that's why God told us to be childlike, because we will be fearless whenever we go for something. We don't think too much about failure. When we do fail, we get back up straight away. Like it's not oh, I'm beating myself up. So like, yeah, man.
Look, here we are walking. We're walking.
We're now walking.
Like,
we're
we used
running.
to stumble and drop down.
Yeah,
we're running. We're doing all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your evidence of your getting up and trying again. The fact that like most of you, some of you are walking, running, competing in the Olympics, like that shows that getting up as soon as you can, like at some point you will succeed. So like, yeah.
It's so vital, man.
Yeah.
And
so
like,
vital.
I love that and like even a few scriptures as well to encourage people on that. Like, if you have pen and paper or phone, it's time to get out. We're going to give you some scriptures, man. A lot of them are in Proverbs.
Yeah.
But this first one is quite a long one, but I'm going to read it,
Yeah.
It's Luke 14:28-33. And it says, "For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, 'This man began to build and was not able to finish.' Or what king going out to encounter another king in war will not sit down first and deliberate whether he is able with 10,000 to meet him who comes against him with 20,000? And if not, while the other is yet a great way off, he sends a delegation and asks for terms of peace."
Yeah.
So preparation is key.
Key.
You need to be able to sit down and go, what is the cost of this dream?
Yeah.
Monetarily, time-wise, what is it going to cost me to be able to obtain this? Plan it out. The Bible also says in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain, that he who sees it may run with it. So write the vision down, make it plain so that you can see, okay, this is what I need to do in order to achieve this goal. Proverbs, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. So if you're quick and trying to get everything quickly, like by tomorrow and whatever, it's going to end in poverty. This is what the Bible is saying. But the plans of the diligent shall surely to abundance. That's a promise right there. Do you know what I mean? Again, do not be anxious. Philippians 4:6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. What you said about gratitude, let your requests be made known to God. So those are just a few. I could reel off loads of them, to be honest. There's bear in there, man. It's bear about it, but patience is key. Persistence is key. Planning is key, and do not compare yourself. Paul said in 2 Corinthians 10:12, we do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with some who commend themselves. When they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Can we get like a bomb effect just to come in? Alright, Enoch, edit that in.
Yeah, put that in there, Enoch. Yeah, that's cool.
Your voice will be the edit.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that's encouraged some of you. Again, thank you for listening to another episode of The Point Podcast with Afro, Enoch and Michael. Please get in touch with us. We want to know what you guys think. It really encourages us when we hear your thoughts. So hit us up on Twitter at The Point PDCST, at The Point Podcast, at The Point Official on Instagram, and at The Point Live on Snapchat. You can also hit us up on our website, www.thepointofficial.com, where we put a lot of our blogging content, which you can check out as well. And tell your mates, man, to subscribe to the podcast and share it with your friends and whoever needs encouragement. That's what we're here for, man.
Also, leave us a 5-star review on Apple.
Please do. We've got 5 stars so far from a few people, and we don't want anything lower.
So 5-star, please leave a little review. Tell us how much you love the podcast, and if there's anything that you don't like, tell us as well. We love the criticism.
5-star.
Yeah. So yeah. Alright, cool.
Safe people, them.
We're gone. Ra.
Gone.